Well, it's a lovely frosty morning. It's the 10th, I think, of January, and I am planting again. Actually, I did a bit of planting earlier in the week as well. And I'll show you all the things I'm doing. Mostly I'm doing brassicas at the moment, and I've been really struggling to figure out where to put everything. So I'm going to interplant these red cabbages, which I started in September, into this bed of little tiny red stem pak choi and tatsoi plants and spinach at that end. And the cabbage will take a while to really get going. I think I'll get a nice little crop off these Asian greens and the spinach before I have to take them out, because the cabbages kind of take over. These are red ladero. They're slower than those which are the red drumhead, but these are clubroot resistant, and there's clubroot on the whole of my plot. So by the time the clubroot has I harvest those first, the red drumhead, and by the time I harvest these, the clubroot will be active in the ground again, and so they need a little bit of resistance. So I've just put a mulch down here of spent mushroom compost. That helps with the clubroot, and it's just a really lovely mulch. Lots of nitrogen in it, which the cabbages will enjoy. And I've put a little tiny bit, a little sprinkling of lime as well, just to help. But it's kind of nice to be planting again, especially on such a lovely day. So I'll show you just one of the red laderos there, so you can see quite small really by comparison with the red drumhead. Started pretty much the same time. I'd never lost actually a red drumhead to clubroot, which just kind of surprised me a little bit, because I've lost pretty much everything else. But it's not meant to be clubroot resistant. I think the root system just gets so well established that by the time the clubroot kind of gets really active, in sort of late May, the red drumhead roots are big and really too well established to be disrupted. And I'll be harvesting these red drumheads in June, and I'll be harvesting the red ladero in July. So although it's January, these plants are going to be absolutely fine. They don't mind a frost, they don't mind a hard frost. Now they're this sort of size, they're very robust, and they should cope really fine. But they do have this cold frame top here to protect them a little bit. So a couple of days ago I planted these. So we've got some cabbages here and some purple cauliflowers there, and they've just replaced winter lettuces that I just finished harvesting in this bed. I've got loads of lettuces in the polytunnel and in some of the other beds, so I did need them. I harvested them, but it's nice to get all these brassicas in for spring harvest now, and especially the purple cauliflowers, which are really beautiful when I'm harvesting those in May. And the red cabbages, no, these cabbages, spring cabbages, which are often ham, they should be ready through sort of April and May as well. And these have got a little low tunnel protecting them. And the only other bit of planting that I've been doing at this time of year is just gap filling into lettuce beds that where I have a few losses. So this bed I think was planted in December, and it's going to be ready for harvest in March, early March. Although looking at it now, because we've had such a mild December, I think it might even be ready for harvest in late February. It's looking pretty good at the moment, but as I say, you do always have a few losses to stem rot mainly at this time of year. But it's looking pretty good. So I do keep spares and just pop the spares in. So those two plants there, for example, were spares, and they were growing in the greenhouse, and just pop them in. So that's it. I think I'll just talk very quickly about a couple of other beds that are going to get replanted pretty soon, and then we'll leave it there. So these beds down here are all spinach, and this spinach will go to seed really quickly once we get into a little bit warmer weather. So definitely by the end of February these will all be going to seed. So these are going to be cauliflowers probably, and I think maybe at this end I'll put beetroot in, early beetroot, but we'll see. I always change my mind on plans, but I think that's the plan for the moment. So maybe some red beetroot and some golden beetroot will go in here, and that'll be for a harvest in early summer. So these two beds have pretty much done their duty now. So this was my winter carrot bed, that's my spring carrot bed. So I'll probably end up harvesting this by the end of January and pop lettuces in here, and those lettuces will be harvested quite small by April, and that's then when I'm putting onions in this whole bed. So this bed is red cabbages. It's going to be the carrot bed next in May, but again, if I put lettuces in here, I'm going to be able to get a really nice long harvest off those lettuces. So I think that'll work really well. And what I'll do is I'll take one of the cold frame tops and just pop it over here, and this has obviously got a cold frame top on it already. So these are quite sunny beds. These, they get sunny in the morning, they get quite a bit of shade in the afternoon, but I think there's enough sun there to get the 2 lettuce harvests off these 2 beds. Now, these few red cabbages that are left will also get harvested certainly by the end of February, and I'll probably put Asian greens in this part of the bed, and something like red stem pak choi and tatsoi, and yeah, they should grow nicely there. So that's me done with my short-term planting plans. My name's Steve, this is the Outgrow channel, and if you're interested in more details, you want to subscribe to my newsletter, for example, that goes through all this stuff in a lot more detail, you can find that at steverichards.substack.com, and lots more links and things down in the description. I'll see you soon.